One of the most well-preserved medieval cities in Europe, Brasov, Romania is a step back into the past, with fortified churches, Eastern Europe's most narrow street, and a short distance from the famous castle made popular by an infamous vampire. Previously known as Stalin City during the communist era, the name Brasov came from the name of a local river, called Barsa. Today we share the top 10 best things to do in Brasov so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. Starting with number 10, Council Square. A place of trade and fairs from the middle of the 14th century, now this wide-open space is somewhere to pause and look south to the vast bulk of Mount Tâmpa. The plaza is traced by historic painted facades of houses once belonging to the city's guilds, as well as monuments like the Black Church and the Orthodox Cathedral. Many of the houses are now restaurants and cafes with terraces sprawling onto the square. On the south side is the Arcaded Merchant's House from the mid-16th century, which used to be a market building and has been converted into a shopping arcade. At number 9 is the Black Church. Seen as one of Eastern Europe's greatest works of Gothic architecture, the Black Church was constructed by Brasov's German community during the 15th century. In the 16th century, Lutheran services took the place of Catholic ones, a switch that has persisted to this day. Just outside is a statue of Johannes Hunter, the Transylvanian Saxon humanist who brought Lutheranism to the region. Don't miss the 15th century sculpture on the northern facade, particularly the bas-relief of Jesus in the Second Temple of Jerusalem. At number 8, Mount Tâmpa. Rising 400 meters over the south of the Old Town, to a maximum height of 960, the wedge-like Mount Tâmpa is an ever-present part of Brasov's landscape. King walkers will be itching to conquer this forest-covered limestone peak, once defended by a 13th century Teutonic citadel and with distant views of the Burzenland region at the top. The Knight's Road, the oldest of many routes to the summit, goes back to the days of the citadel and snakes past old crumbling walls. The mountain is also a nature reserve, providing a habitat for gray wolves, golden eagles, brown bears, and Eurasian lynxes. At number 7, Strada Republicii. Setting off diagonally from Council Square is Brasov's lively main street, which is completely pedestrianized. Over the last decade, Strada Republicii has been given a facelift, and nearly all of the turn-of-the-century facades have been restored. As you go, you'll see passageways shooting off, leading onto beautiful hidden courtyards. Keep your eyes peeled for early 20th century German inscriptions on some of the buildings. At number 6 in our list, Bran Castle. A day trip not to be missed from Brasov, Bran Castle is under half an hour to the southwest. This 14th century fortress is often connected to Count Dracula and his real-life 15th century inspiration Vlad the Impaler. And while this isn't strictly true, as Vlad the Impaler didn't have much to do with the castle, the true history of the building is exciting enough. A romantic tangle of towers built onto a rocky promontory over a gorge, it was a bulwark against the Ottoman Empire in the late Middle Ages and was controlled by a succession of Hungarian kings. At number 5, Poiana Brașov. From mid-November to mid-March, the peaks around Brasov are coated with a permanent layer of snow. But it's only recently that this snowshoe climate has been harnessed for winter sports. Poiana Brașov is a ski resort under 15 kilometers from the city proper that has gone through big investment in the 2010s, expanding its skiable area to 80 hectares and creating 24 kilometers of pistes. Nearly all of its slopes now have snowmaking facilities, ensuring a 120-day season, while the numbers. At number 4, Libearty Bear Sanctuary. Fair to say that bears haven't always been well treated in central Romania. But after the country joined the EU in 2007, its zoos became subject to European laws for animal husbandry. As many smaller zoos couldn't comply with these new standards, this sanctuary not far southwest of Brașov swelled with newly rescued inhabitants. The Libearty Bear Sanctuary has 70 European brown bears living in 27 hectares of enclosures and deciduous woodland, providing ample tree cover, space to hibernate, and lots of water in the form of streams and pools. At number 3 in our list, Adventure Park. Hit up Adventure Park Brașov, a fun outdoor obstacle course game located 11 minutes away from Brașov. Test your reflex, curiosity, and strength, and most of all have fun, as you take on the obstacle games situated in the beautiful Romanian forests. Choose from the 16 different trails and activities, all divided based on age and height. Children ages 5 to 10 can enjoy some mini off-roading in a 30-minute, safe Jeep obstacle course, while the parents will enjoy zip lining across the lake some 200 meters in the air. At number 2, Old Town. Explore on foot the magic and charm of Old Town, as you're led by a local tour guide throughout Brașov's most famous landmarks. For 2 hours, you'll be walking past sites like the Piața Sfășului and the Church of St. Nicholas. You'll also walk through some of the most famous avenues in Old Town, from Rope Street to Strada Republicii. Choose between a day walking tour of Old Town, or a night tour where you'll see the city's Gothic and medieval side light up in a unique way. Check out the number 1 places in our list, Zoo Brașov. Visit over 380 different animal species, from the red-bellied piranha to the predatory reef fish, white lions, European deers, and even a blood python when you visit the Zoo Brașov Park. The 25-acre zoo is located in the southeastern region of Brașov, in the middle of the dense Romanian forest. Part of the zoo also includes a planetarium and aquarium since its recent renovations in 2017. Now it's time to hear from you. What's your favorite things to do in Brașov? Is there something we missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe to Greenable if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.